Everyone, greetings and salutations. Welcome to the road least traveled. My name's Samus, and we're going to be doing Temple of Evil Chaos here. We have gathered all the bits and bobs. We're going to be able to get all the optionals, do all the shiny things, and collect all the treasure. That being said, we're probably going to skip a couple of optionals of sorts, but we'll take the time to talk about them. So let's get started. Reaper 1. Let's go. Just chill Reaper 1s. Just a chilled Reaper 1s. There you go, right off the bat. I'm glad that I took the time to go ahead and hit that GH potion. I mentioned in a previous video that because I'm such a collectible nut, I guess you could call it, I collect, the various collectibles, and when the bag starts to overfill, I turn them in for various things. I don't remember what exactly I turned in to get all these potions of greater heroism, but I ended up turning in enough to get 100 stack of greater heroism potions, and to be honest, using them at level like 1 to 7 or 8 or something like that is actually really good. And then that even when I turn things like that in, I only go to like half a stack in my collectibles bag. So I still probably have like 500 or something like that I could turn in later. Hey, Famine Reaper. How you doing? If you're having a good time. If you're enjoying yourself. Focus down the caster now. Wrong button. All these undead need to get chilly. Alright, so this quest literally has like 100 billion optionals, or at least 6 optionals. One of them is kind of a pain, and we'll see if we end up accidentally knocking it out. We will have to go a little bit out of our way, but explore all the nooks and crannies. It's a real pain. I'm not a big fan of that particular one. I usually don't do it. I usually don't do any optionals, honestly, unless they just happen to like wander in front of me, with the possible exception of one particular optional here that we'll talk to in a little bit. Make some inappropriate jokes for the video. But, I got Tobrel to make a noise on the stream. Perfect. But, yeah, finding all the nooks and crannies is a bit of a pain in my opinion. You need to be able to make some jumps and detect secret doors and stuff like that not everyone has the ability to do always. But, there we go. See, we have explored yet another passage. Alright, so here's one of the ones that I actually find to be quite a pain. Is getting up here to this shrine area. It's lovely, but you have to get in here. It also gives you 200 experience points on its own. See, chat says, dumb question, why hold a level at this point? Better Reaper XP. So, yes and no. So, right now I'm holding a level just because it was inconvenient to go take a level. However, I typically do not take... I typically don't like to hold levels unless there's just areas of quests that I want to be able to do. So in this case, the reason why I'm holding is just a matter of making sure I can do the quest when it's convenient. But normally, if I was just doing a regular TR life or whatever, I would be level 3 right now. So here is a temptingly large gem. If you look over here, optional, steal the gem from the Hall of Ancient Warriors. the monsters are going to jump up and attack us, I bet. So let's do it. Why not? Look, oh, like we called it. Normally I would skip this kind of thing because there's no reason for me to fight a bunch of extra guys for less than 100 spell point or mana experience. There we go, experience. Especially since I'm doing like not a lot of damage to these undead anyway. This crossbow that I've made is both bludgeoning and holy, so that'll really help against these undead dorks, but normally I would skip this. Also, back to the previous question. There are lots of good reasons, however, for holding levels, and it does have a lot to do, in my opinion, with Reaper experience in particular. They kind of changed some rules around experience points wise, but I think the general thumb for me going forward is going to be try to do the quests at whatever the difficulty is on Elite, on Reaper, just to like maximize my Reaper experience. So because this is level 4, the max level I would bring in here is level 4, but again, I didn't feel like taking the time to go level. I could have, and I probably should have. But for example, I've been playing with my friend Nathan, who is new to DDO and is a first life character, and he is taking levels right away, and I'm trying to get him a little bit of Reaper experience as he goes through his first life. And he is very good at taking a level and not going, hey, by the way, I took a level. And then we're like halfway through a quest chain that, had I thought about it beforehand, I would have asked him to hang on to maximize our Reaper experience. Like, example yesterday, or I don't want to time the video too late, but we were level 17 and we're starting some 15s, but he experience capped and went and took level 18. So we still got Reaper experience and all that stuff, but we got less than we could have. So sometimes holding levels is good if you're doing quests in a level range that you are enjoying in particular. Alright, so our real perk. The reason that I enjoy this quest more than I probably should. Free the pretty problematic prisoner, aka the Medusa, aka can only be turned to stone so hard or so often. Alright. And she's gonna follow us around. What else could we possibly want? What else could we possibly want out of a quest? Medusa following us around, spending good times. Oh yeah. I'm in. I'm all in. Oh, yes. I love Medusas. Green girls are the best. Alright. You can pick up all these keys. I don't really care. I have plenty of trap smithing. Or lock picking and lots of tools. Again, 100% of this nonsense is just that. It's nonsense. These optionals are all unnecessary. You do it because you feel like taking the time to have a good time and explore the cave, and basically to experience the full power of the quest for fun. Smell all the roses, not because it's XP efficient or has awesome loot or anything like that. Oh, I thought there was a lever down here that you could pull. I guess not. Just that. Just the torture, I guess. And then, yeah, there's one more. One more little optional right here. This is the chick that we rescued from the previous quest area. And then this little kobold. Bring everybody with us at once. See, look at us. The power of friendship making quest easier.
You hear a shuffle, then a strange.
And then this is like a ooze, right? Remember right? Yeah. Oh. And of course, not just an ooze, but a famine reaper. Whoa, what happened here? I don't remember these guys all ambushing us here, but apparently they did. Huh. To rewatch that play myself. I did see something like happen where the room got weird, but I didn't see anything like fly across the screen. What did I miss? I mean, we were gonna knock out some of those guys anyway, but come with me. Huh. Yep, something happened, and Queen Harris says we've eroded the bedrock of our relationship. Now it's just platonic. That's sad. That is the saddest dialogue I've ever read. No, my queen. Alright, so let's pretend we didn't do any of this nonsense here. Except for check the room with the blood floor. Because there's could be a codex page in that room. It didn't happen to be this time, but there could have been. So we would clear all the trash to here, and we would start cleaning up these cultists. We need to get, I think, like 12 cultists or something like that. It's not a lot, but it's enough to. You have to come and do these optional doorways if you're going straight through the quest. We're not ticking up hit points, so let's eat another ham. Right. So here's the doors. So you would come in here, clear this direction, knock out this cave, and then, or this room, and then go this direction. If you were just doing this for the quick experience. In the event that you cleared out from this this point onward and could not find the page, then you'd go back into this big room over here and check down there for the codex page. Hope that makes sense. Clear as mud, hopefully. grab another 30 hit points here. So on Reaper mode, we're getting, I think, 30 or 3 a tick from these tasty hams. Normally it would be 5 or more per tick, depending on your healing amp. So yeah. I'll still take 30 hit points, but obviously more is better. Switch weapons, actually. I've been running around with my anti-Reaper weapon on just because we have had so many Reapers hit all at once that we're a little paranoid. Alright, we're checking here. This room, I actually... Yep, there's the codex page. I actually did this quest and spent like an extra 20 minutes once running around trying to find this codex page. This is another room that it likes to try to will spawn in, and you cannot tab target it until after you like walk up here and look down and see it. It's really awkward. Steal the obviously cursed tableware. Yay. Take the shinies. So now we have... I thought they actually bestowed a little curse on us as well as just attacking. So again, normally all of these different optionals that involve getting ambushed after you trigger them, I would skip. But I suppose we have managed to get maybe almost another 1,000 experience points out of this quest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, around 1,000. I think we could have ran the quest twice by now if we were skipping these kind of optionals, but, you know, it's not always about efficiency, right? Just when you're trying to knock out as many lives as you can in a weekend. That's what's efficient. I guess this is as good a time as any to let you guys know that this is taken as part of my Twitch live time. So if you're watching this video after the fact over on youtube.com/SamusGarobo, thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate it. Please take a minute and interact with the video. Thumbs up, leave a comment, thumbs down even. I don't care as long as you're interacting with the video. I appreciate it. And of course, you know, take a second, come and visit us live on twitch.tv/SamusGarobo. Really do appreciate that as well. Alright, this is an incredibly complicated puzzle. Don't know if we'll be able to figure it out. Ugh. Did it. Alright. E for Evil. Alright, since we're going to explore all the nooks and crannies of the cave, we have to go through this secret door here. It's a bunch of trash. Again, there's only one monster in this quest that's really scary, and that's the Medusa. Everything else is just lots and lots and lots of trash and lots of chipping in. Wouldn't even say the infight guy is dangerous. I suppose he can be pretty tough, but a Medusa is by far the most dangerous monster in the quest. There we go, we explored another passage. There'll be a few more guys around this corner, which we'll go ahead and take out, but again, you can ignore all these things if you want to. Oh, I suppose if we're going to put all the undead to rest, I guess we have to go through here and kill all those guys. There should be another 4 or 5 or whatever around here. Excuse me. This will lead to the main hall. If you look at the map, it's just... Whoops, just up here. In case you can't figure out how to solve that puzzle. Or you want a nice choke point, whichever. I remember that ropes are shenanigans here in DDO. They're actually hard, so you can't jump through ropes and expect them to be out of your way. That's important. Break all these pews.
Voices call to you.
All right. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. I'm all about ringing the bell. Is that this? Oh, I don't think I've ever actually done this part before. What do we got? Oh, look at us. We got a flesh render. With a fancy name. He's not even trying to kill Coil. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that before, to be honest. And we get an extra chest even? Sweet. Alright, well, sweet's not the word that I should have used, but still, sweet.
Doesn't matter. You die. All of you will die. The demon falls and its body turns to dust. The temple is silent once again.
Do our best to clean up the trash first, and then we'll try to kind of put the bad guy in a position where it's harder for him to run away from us.
The last of the undead guardians of the temple crumbles.
Which he will turn around and start to do right about now. Nope. Oh, this guy. Poor guy. He's just gonna die tired. Alright, so now, this is another spot that the page can spawn on, is on this chest, or that table. They can also spawn in here. And there's our last mysterious point to walk through, and our end chest. Look at that, did it all. Did it all. We even got our conquest bonus. Oh, there's some stuff we could have broken. Also, special note, this guy's bathwater is black. That is nasty. That's seriously nasty. So yeah, there you go. That's everything that I could possibly do in this quest. And it took, how long? How long did it take to do this? 23 minutes. Wow, that's a long one. Alright everybody, as always, thanks very much for spending a little bit of time with me today. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, follow, check us out on twitch.tv, and peace and much love. We'll see you guys soon. Toodles.